It's time now for the Peter Channel Morning News on this Monday morning, July 18th, 2016. Good morning to you all on this lovely Monday morning. Back to work. Here are your news and odds and our top story at 8 a.m. on this Monday morning. It is Officers Montreal Jackson, Buffy Gerald, and Brad Garofalo were killed Sunday after being ambushed and shot by a lone gunman named Gavin Long of Kansas City, Missouri, in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Istanbul, widespread arrests and dismissals was allegedly linked to a failed coup plot in Turkey was found on Monday of the Fortnite sacked more than 8,000 police officers and officers was raised fears of an outburst. Elicited Cleveland, one of the craziest and most tumultuous presidential primary seasons in recent memory, comes to a head on Monday as Donald Trump arrives in Cleveland for the Republican National Convention. Republicans kick off the National Convention Monday night with the GOP voters nationally more convinced that the party will be able to unite before the election according to new CNN ORC poll. Bank of America Corporation said its quarterly profit fell as the second largest U.S. lender by assets were hurt by the continued drag of lower interest rates brought the bank's results beat expectations. London. British lawmakers are due to vote on Monday on whether to replace the country's fleet of nuclear-based armed submarines are powerful but the expenses of a symbol of the country's military status. U.S. Secretary of State John Kerry said on Monday that he supported bringing the perpetrators of the attempted coup in Turkey to justice, but once the government gets going too far while restoring order in the country. Malaysia Airlines has settled damages under the relatives of the most victims of the MH17 crash. The lawyer represented victims B1 Bar was said. South African rally driver Gugu Zulu had died while attempting to climb Mount Kilimanjaro in Tanzania and Mrs. Zulu spotted the 40 South Africans were part of the Nelson Mandela Lake charity raising funds to buy sanitary towels for girls. Brussels. New British Foreign Secretary Boris Johnson recently elected the European Union Adolf Hitler's vision for Europe came to Brussels to meet with the first time with his EU colleagues, and Monday he was to cooperate closely. In Amsterdam, Netherlands, Malaysia Airlines reached a similar agreement with the relatives of the most victims of the down and made 17 on Sunday, the second anniversary of the crash. A Baltimore judge is due to issue a verdict on Monday morning for Lieutenant Brian Brass, the highest ranking police officer charged with the death of 25-year-old Fred Diggory, who suffered a broken neck in a police arrest on April 12, 2015. Two men are missing in the Lake Michigan off the highway, swept through the period in eastern Wisconsin. Keith Brisson and the Shamrock Fire Department said the men were fishing on South Bend Sunday afternoon where they had watched from the pier. New York police have divided the man who was killed after an off-duty New York City police officer's vehicle struck for pedestrians in the Bronx during the weekend. Washington. Sweltering and potentially deadly heat is expected to cook much of the Midwest this week, forecasters said. Just after SoftBank confirmed plans to acquire UK's semiconductor company ARM Holdings for $24.3 billion cash earlier today, people began to wonder whether the result of the POD file in the wake of the Brexit referendum vote led to the yen sank back at 23-week close against it all Monday as investors had went to search of the safe haven trade said to the backdoor reports that attempted military coup in Turkey on Friday. Contrary to what some might say, if you are, spouse do not need to file for Social Security benefits with at the same time. New survey by Deloitte found that 80% of the CFs expected higher and spending slow over the year following the Britain's vote to leave the European Union. Tehran. There are dozens of companies that may qualify to develop Iranian oil and gasoline fuels, and a full list will be released in the due course, a managing director said. Moscow. The Russian government views an attempt to divide the government of its key energy trading partner. Turkey has accepted President Vladimir Putin said. Washington. The U.S. Consumer Product Safety Commission recalled looked at public products for failure to install child-resistant closure. Los Angeles. Starbucks and McDonald's are now blocking access to porn websites and store Wi-Fi networks due to efforts of anti-porn groups. Melbourne. Exxon Mobil's ministry offer for an acquisition of assets included in the natural gas deposit in Papua New Guinea Oil Corporation announced on Monday. In the top now at 10.14 points at 85, 16.55. SP 521, 61.74. And NASDAQ 5,029.59. SpaceX put off to the fifth spot in the last 7 months. Early Monday morning, this time they're going to boost back to the successful cargo launch toward the International Space Station. Yeah, Frady's winner. Ran fact the frontal crescent was a major source of water for early farmers. Russia has successfully sent a Progress MS spacecraft that is moved to the International Space Station on Sunday for a 2-day trip. The cargo ship inspected about the ISS on Tuesday, July 19th. Swiss catch major Roche has pumped a late-stage pit trial pending whether this new drug suggests an agent saw whether it failed to help patients with an aggressive form of blood cancer live longer. Jakarta, Indonesia, Monday began revaccinated nearly 200 children who have received a fake version of an important calculation from a drug counterfeit ring that broken up last month after operating for more than a decade. Excuse me. When bacteria are able to survive the drugs designed to kill them, we have antibiotic resistance lung. Indianapolis, Indiana State Health officials are asking the public to protect themselves from mosquito bites because of the increase in the West Nile virus activity in the state. Take a look at local news in North Edinburgh. A fire in the dilapidated former Balfour building needs to was quickly announced Sunday morning. The decree and acquired factory has long stoked safety concerns in the town as plans for redevelopment are stalled. Deputy Chief Ronald Dog was the first on the scene around 5:45 a.m. and saw smoke coming up from the roof. Captain Ron Myers said. Edinburgh, round after round of applause followed the songs of legendary Edinburgh native and orchestra leader Ray Conniff performed by Dan Gable and Abdul Tones on Sunday afternoon the Cape Park's dual show for the second annual Ray Conniff Memorial Concert. Edinburgh City Council Cyril Lynn Reynolds says she thinks that she has a way of raising the number $200,000 for the school department to less than the layoffs of 37 teachers. North Edinburgh, Progress had planned one of the home subdivision of Cumberland after its long move to the Quad, but a major step forward in the development of Slater starts soon along some major disrupt to the neighborhood. Dennis, Massachusetts, marine mammal rescuers that have responded to the multiple reports of dolphins getting straight after swimming near shores of Wellfield and Bristol Cape Cod Bay. International for the Animal Welfare spokesman woman Shauna Moose told the Cape Cod Times that 2 white-sided dolphins were stranded up Bristol Saturday, and the one surviving dolphin was released west Dennis Beach. Moose says rescuers in the town Harbor Master used vessels heard about 30 dolphins that were swimming out Blackfish Creek in the Wellfield back on the sea on Friday. Pittsfield, Massachusetts, a 49 investigated man was apparently shot to death in Pittsfield. Pierre Chaladusa, 8:07 on this Monday morning. It's time now for Sports Report. Last night, the Boston Red Sox failed to sweep the Yankees as they lost to the New York Yankees 3-1. After Hendricks sent his final putt, arguably the greatest golf round ever, it fell on the side of the door of the 18th hole. The different social media accounts started showing that the open stroke is his putt is to win the Open. Pierre Chaladusa is now 8:08 on this Monday morning. It's time now for traffic and transit report. Let's start off on the MBTA subway where the Green Line experienced minor westbound delays and disabled train at Park Street Station. Red Line experienced minor delays today and tomorrow due to early Longfellow Bridge truck work. On the commuter rail, it is looking good on the ferries. They are looking good. Alright, let's look at the highways and byways in New York City where it's slow. Dan Gacket, 95 at the southbound side, is backed up at Bridgeport all the way outside to the New York border. 95 at the northbound side, slow around west area of New Haven. 95 at the southbound side, also around Route 91 to New Haven. 91 at the southbound side, also on Route 95 New Haven. 84 westbound side, slow between Newtown and Denbury, and 84 eastbound side, also on Waterbury, Connecticut, and Newport stretches. I-84 eastbound side is backed up from West Hartford to Hartford, Connecticut. 91 at the southbound side, and also from 91 to I-84 Hartford, Connecticut. 91 at the northbound side, and it's all from Hartford all the way to I-84. 91 at the southbound side, also on New Haven, Connecticut. Out in Rhode Island, 95 on the southbound side. On both ends, also in downtown Providence. 95 northbound side from 37 to Route 95 in downtown Providence. 295 on the northbound side, so from Warwick all the way after Johnson. 295 on the southbound side, also the Crest at 6 Connecticut, so from Route 6 to Route 95 downtown Providence. 146 southbound side, so from 50 to 95. 146 on the southbound side, also at 295 in Lakewood Out. 146. 99 on the northbound side, it is so from 295 all the way up to Route 122 to Lakewood Stockton stretches. 45 on the southbound side, it is slow from the Franklin all the way up to Route 1 and Renfrew, and then 45 on the northbound side, it is backed up from Taunton all the way up to Route 148 Mansfield. Route 45 of the North Bad Side. It is backed up to the Middleburg stretch. 24 down the North Bad Side. It is so from Avon all the way to Route 128 Captain. 95 of the North Bad Side. Also have Route 128 Captain. Route 3 down the North Bad Side. So from 33 to Higgum all the way to the Braintree Split. 28 out of the South Bad Side. Also on the border motorway. I-91 on the North Bad Side. Also at 281 in Springfield. 290 DD's Bad Side. Also on the Western stretch. 45 of the North Bad Side. So from Milford all the way up to the Massachusetts Turnpike, Masspac, Stop Go from Freeman, Data Kid, then hit again from 128 west and all the way at the Newton Corner, Masspac from West Bad Side, slow from Newton, Masspac from West Bad Side, so from East Boston all the way at the South Boston via Logan Airport, San Francisco Expressway at the North Bad Side. It is backed up from the Braintree Split all the way to Dorchester, San Francisco Expressway, South Bad Side, so the Dorchester stretch, 120 at South Bad Side, so from Route 28 all the way to the Braintree Split, 120 at the North Bad Side, Stop Go from Braintree all the way at the Parkmont Road and Bridge again from Route 1 in Normal all the way at the Route 20 Waltham. 120 is South Bad Side. It is slow from Redden all the way to Waltham. 93 is South Bad Side. It is slow from Bedford all the way to the Second Bridge in Boston. Route 1 is South Bad Side. So from Route 16 in the Revere all the way at the Route 93 in Boston. And some of the tunnels slow count until it's looking good. 93 both ends of downtown Boston. It's slow go. 495 is South Bad Side is so at 290 in Barber, 290 in East Bad Side, so from 146 to Route 9 in Worcester. 495 at the North Bad Side, it is over at Route 2 in Littleton. 495 is South Bad Side, Littleton stretch. Route 2 in East Bad Side, Littleton to Route 190 in Leominster. Route 3 is South Bad Side, so from 495 Littleton to Milwaukee and then back again before 128 in Littleton. 495 is South Bad Side, Littleton from Route 3 all the way up to Westford. And then it brings again from Lawrence to Route 93. 93 is South Bad Side, so from 125. All the way after Route 128 in Canton. All the way after Route 128 in Reading. Up in New Hampshire. Route 3 to South Bad Side, Little side of Manchester, New Hampshire Airport. 93 to the North Bad Side, Little side before. Route 293 in Manchester, New Hampshire. 93 to South Bad Side, Little side of Derry, New Hampshire. But highways and byways of Vermont, New Hampshire remain out. Lincoln Gate stepped on I-89 and the 91 of the South Bad Sides after getting up in Vermont. Little side along the I-87. Little side around Route 11 in Presbyterian after the Canadian border. New York State for eastbound side. Little slow from Schenectady all the way to A7 in Albany and IE7 southbound side. Little slow before 787 in Troy, New York. Peter Channel time, 8:12 on this Monday morning. And it is time now for a weather report. Special weather statement. Hot and humid today. Severe thunderstorms possible this afternoon and evening. Atlanta thunderstorms expected across South New England, fluctuating to 8 p.m. and moving. Damaging winds, hail, torrential, rainfall, and frequent lightning and all. Severe thunderstorm may impact much of the region. The area of greatest risk includes western north central Massachusetts and Northern Connecticut. If you have any outdoor plans today, keep an eye on the sky and get indoors when you first hear thunder. Wait at least 30 minutes until the storm passes to resume outdoor activities. In addition, it will be hot and humid today. The heat index will top out at low to mid-90s in some locations. Stay hydrated by drinking plenty of water and find shade if possible. And try to spend time in air conditioning. And day 1 day tonight. Heat index will be warmer to low 90s today. There will be a potential for some strong severe thunderstorms, especially across the interior. Beginning this afternoon, last of the evening hours. This storm could contain strong damaging winds, small hail, heavy downpours, and an isolated tornado. Day 2 for 7. Today for Sunday, heat index will be reaching the low to mid-90s on Friday and a mid upper 90s on Saturday. Alright, 7-day forecast goes like this for today. Chance of showers between 3 p.m. and 5 p.m. and a chance of showers thunderstorms likely after 5 p.m. Most sides got 93 degrees, southwest about 5 to 10 miles an hour, with a gust of 25 miles an hour. Chance patience. 6 minutes, new rainbow, less 10 minutes, chance of possible thunderstorms. Tonight, showers and thunderstorms likely before 1 a.m. Some storms pretty severe with temperature winds, heavy rain, and the frequent lightning. Mostly clouds got about 6-7 degrees, west about 3 to 8 miles an hour. Chance patience 6%. New rainbow amounts between the 10 40 next time about possible thunderstorms. Tuesday, most sunny, most good, coming 86, about 53 degrees. Northwest at about 7 miles an hour. Wednesday, sunny, most good, coming 82, about 58 degrees. Light variable wind became the northwest, about 5 miles in the afternoon. Thursday, sunny, podcast, coming 86, about 66 degrees. For Friday, most sunny, podcast, coming with a 30% chance of shot thunderstorm. High about 92, about 69 degrees. Translation 30%. Saturday, most sunny, podcast, coming hot. High about 94, about 70 degrees. Sunday, 30% chance of showers and thunderstorms. Podcast, coming 96 degrees. Currently, not near it is 76 degrees in first skies. Rainbow about Celsius and a humidity of 85%. And that is going to be it for the Peter Channel Morning News on this July 18th, 2016 on a Monday morning. I appreciate you. Have a good day and I'll see you later on. Have a good morning.